Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see anybody standing there. Yeah, I was humming. Guilty. Only mildly embarrassed. Yeah, I was just going through this guidebook. It's kind of the first day for everything, so I'm just trying to make sure everything's ready to go. Yeah, it's pretty daunting, but I think I'm up to the challenge. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about being a handler. Although it is a lot of work, albeit I don't know if a hunter would agree that it's the same amount of work that they do. But it's a lot of paperwork, a lot of writing, a lot of reading, and a lot of cooking for people that forget to eat before they come out. Yeah, well, it's part of the job. I don't mind it, you know. I've learned a few recipes, one or two. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to babble. Is there something I can help you with? You seem a little lost. Oh, okay. You're one of the A-list hunters, right? Yeah. I knew we were getting new recruits today. I just didn't know it was going to be so soon. I thought it was going to be later in the day. Okay, well, that's awesome. It's good to meet you. Yeah, go ahead and have a seat. Yeah, do you know who your handler is? No. Okay, yeah, well, I think that, let me flip to the, table of contents here. Here it is, okay. Handler and hunter matchups, okay. Let's see, what's your name? Oh, okay. That's actually a pretty cool name. Okay, your handler... Not on this page. Wow, there's a lot of people with similar names to you. Your handler... Oh! Hi, nice to meet you. I guess I'm your handler. Yeah, well, that's fate for you, I guess. Yeah, hi. Yeah, here, I'll order something. Yeah, one sec. Hey, hey, could we get another one for them too? Yeah, one of these. Alright, thanks. Huh? Oh, I've been, sipping on this ale lately. It's surprisingly pretty good. You know, you would underestimate a feline's ability to make a good solid ale, but these guys have it down. So good. Oh. Well, it keeps you cool on summer nights. Okay, well, welcome to Astera. I'm assuming that you pretty much fresh off the boat? Yeah, okay. Well, as you can see, this is the Canteen. This is where most of the hunters congregate to kind of get a pre-hunt snack on, you know, to boost anything that they need to. You know, they have really amazing ingredients. Some of them will boost how much damage you can take before you can really not take any more, and some will even change how long you can run for. It's pretty crazy stuff. Of course, there's other things that some things do. They can increase how hard you hit or how much damage you can withstand in terms of, hey, this doesn't hurt so bad. It's pretty amazing, really. I have no idea how they do it, but you're going to have to ask the muscular chef on that one. The most important thing, though, as a hunter, is going to be the forge. You're going to want to go to the armory quite often. Yeah, well, when you get back from a hunt, you're probably going to have a lot of parts you can use to turn into armor or weapons. These things are pretty important to a hunter, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's just go over Astera itself. I'm assuming you've met the field captain and the commander. Yeah, well, they are pretty busy guys, but they're pretty friendly, albeit kind of serious. But they're good guys. Yeah, they're going to be in charge of scheduling all the hunters and their assignments when we need something serious done. Other than that, though, I pick up bounties from the board, and you can come talk to me, and I can assign you a mission, if that's what you're most comfortable with. Let's see. Well, you can also visit a merchant on the lower level to stock up on potions, but don't forget you can craft better stuff. For example, a little tip for you, if you get honey when you're out on a hunt, you can combine that with a potion to get a mega potion. Pretty important stuff. You know, potions obviously don't heal as much as mega potions, so you're going to want to keep that in mind. Keep stocked whenever you're out on a hunt. It's never a bad idea to keep a full satchel. Well, that covers Astera. So let's go over the basics, what we'll be doing as a team. Put this guidebook down. Basically, you and I are going to be a two-person team. Basically, I'm going to be helping you by giving you every piece of knowledge that you need on a mission, and you're going to be helping me by not letting things hurt me. So I'd say it's a pretty fair partnership, all things considered. Well, we're not going to be starting you off on anything crazy. I think there's a Jagras problem or something, but other than that, there's really nothing big out there right now. We might just have you go out and survey the area, and quick little patrol around the ancient forest, and call it a day after that. Yeah, hey, right here. Alright, cool. Hey, cheers. So, do you have any questions for me? You alright? You look like you've been stung by a Toby Kadachi. Is everything okay? I understand it's a little overwhelming at first. You know, between you and me, I used to be a hunter too. It can be scary at times, but I promise, the more that you do it, the more you're gonna get the hang of it, and you're gonna be really good at what you do. How long have you been hunting for? Okay, well, that's a little bit shorter than I was expecting, but that's okay, you know, I'm here to help. Do you know even what weapon you want to go hunting with? Yes, okay, well, good. That's probably the most important thing a hunter needs to know. You're not good with what you're going out there with in terms of equipment. You're not going to be good, period. Exactly. Were you supplied a slinger? Okay. Let's see that here. Looks to be in solid shape. Some rust around the edges here, but it'll work. And, you know, we can always make you a better one later. Looks like it'll work. Alright. Well, it looks like your equipment's in tip-top shape. Look, if you get nervous, just let me know. And believe me, it's not the end of the world if you ask for help, even if it's not from me. Here, let me give you something. This is a signal flare. Put it in your slinger, shoot it upwards. Hunters will come to help you. There's hunters specifically assigned to helping others. It's a safety measure. And don't take it to heart if you need to fire it off. It's important. It's to help hunters who are in grim danger. You need to be prepared out there, and if you're not, this is your backup preparation. Here you go. If it's a pride issue, don't worry about it. Worse things happen than having to need help from others, you know? Yeah. Okay, so let's go over what your job is for the next little while. We're going to basically be having you doing really light stuff. You're going to be patrolling the area, mostly, if you take a look at your map here. So, this little area right here, this is where most of the jaguars nest. You need to go to this area right around here, and just patrol, make sure that jaguars are making a nuisance of themselves. I haven't really heard any rumblings about anything other than jaguars in the area for the last week or so, but you can never be too careful. That's what the signal flares are for. After that, we'll see what needs to be done, and if you're ready for it, and we'll take it from there. Sound good? Okay, cool. Huh? I was a hunter for about 2 years. I stopped because I was a rescue hunter, and I used to be really good at it, and one day I wasn't as good as I should have been, and I was lucky to have somebody else there to back me up because they did the job for me, but I realized that I had been slipping lately, and I didn't want to cost anybody their life if I wasn't mentally or physically ready to take on the responsibility of helping others. I didn't want to put myself in the line of fire. You know, I want to make sure everyone comes home, and if there's even the slightest risk of me being the reason that they don't, I can't be out there. I have enough knowledge to guide people to do this better than I could have. I appreciate that. You know, I haven't been able to talk about it too much since it happened. I have been a handler for about 3 months, but you're my first hunter, actually. I've just been kind of giving the occasional mission out to a random few, but you're my first actual partner. So I'm a little nervous too, believe me. Yeah, it really is beautiful. It's crazy how quick they built Astera. It was a wreck here a while ago. You should have seen it. Then again, maybe you shouldn't have. It's better this way. You know, people like you who come along later, they get the luxury of not having to really witness what the new world had to offer. It's scary, but we know more now than we did then. And we're better able to combat the world and survive in it. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Speaking of which, do you have a palico? Was one assigned to you? Because I haven't seen one around here. Oh, getting groomed, of course. Palicos are one of the most useful partners you can have. I would even argue that your Palico is going to be more useful to you than your handler, me. I still have my Palico. He's mostly just a house cat now. But, mine saved my hide plenty of times. So, got any horror stories from training how to be a hunter? Oh, good. I'm glad that they were at least easy on you. I had a few. I was told to learn how to fire dung pods, and dung pods help send monsters you don't want around away. They're a very useful tool for dividing two monsters. But I was taught how to fire them, and my instructor replaced the dung pods with just stones, so they came at me instead of running away. So that's the day I realized that I was pretty damn fast. Yep, pretty much. As soon as I fired it and it turned to look at me, I thought, okay, well, it's just trying to smell the dung pot I fired, and it's gonna get out of here as soon as it really starts to waft into its nose. But it sprinted towards me, and I had to dash faster than a Dogeron to get out of there. Yeah, my instructor took a lot of delight in troubling his recruits. Was yours that bad? Thank goodness. Who'd you have? Oh, I didn't have them. Well, it's good that it's good that they were easy on you. Oh, you want to learn about the forge? Yeah. What do you want to know? Well, basically, the forge is used for the sole purpose of making sure you have the best equipment you can possibly have before going out on a hunt. It's vital to be prepared for hunts before you go on them. So when you come back from a mission, you'll get supplies, and if you carve a monster, you're going to be able to carve off certain parts. Its talons, its fangs, its mane, its wing webbing, its scales, its hide, anything you can find on it can be used as armor or weapons. Of course, you can't just carve off a piece of a Rathalos talon and expect to be able to defend yourself. You're going to need parts and bones and ore, all sorts of materials in order to craft weapons and armor that you can better use to defend yourself. But believe me, our smithy, he knows everything there is about making a proper set of defense. Just bring him parts and he'll be able to make you something. Now, whether or not it looks as good as you want it to, it's kind of up to him. But I can guarantee you, whatever you're wearing, when you come to him with quality materials, it's gonna be able to protect you. Well, it could take anything. Usually he gives you a nice list of something. He gives you, give me 3 of this, 4 of that, and I can make this. He's pretty good at estimating how much he needs of something, and if he needs a little bit more, he usually has spare supplies. And, of course, it costs you a little bit of cash out of your pocket, but nothing too crazy, right? Yeah. Well, Well, yeah, but we're going to be starting you at low rank, so you shouldn't be worrying about anything about that nature. We're going to be starting you really low. Like I said, we're going to be having you investigate a Jagra's problem. You're probably not going to be running into, say, an Anjanath anytime soon. Unless you do. Those things are really unpredictable, believe me. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. Of course. It's unpredictable, it's the life of a hunter, but we usually have a pretty solid scoop on when we send you out. We have people that scout the entire area and find the problem, what's causing it, and what is in the general area before we send you out. No, the handlers don't do that. They gather the information and then they compile it into one organized pile for the hunter to learn and then use to their advantage. So, I'm more of an organizer of information rather than a gatherer. If you want to gather information, there's actually a neat little thing that you can use called your scout fly cage. Once you let these babies out, they're going to be able to track things. They can pick up scents, they can pick up footprints, and pretty much anything to help you track a monster better. Trust them, they know what they're doing. Plus, they really like the smell of herbs and honey, so they'll probably be attracted to those, and those will help you gather supplies better. Right. Have you seen your room yet? No? Well, if I were you, I'd go check that out. You look pretty tired. How long was the boat ride here? Any sleep? Yeah, I can tell that you haven't slept a wink. Now, why don't you go rest? We're not going to be putting you out on any missions for the next few days. Give me a chance to gather some of your information and to finalize all your contract stuff, and we're going to get you ready. But let me take care of that. But what I need you to do is go get some rest. Fair? Alright. Hey, take care of yourself, alright? This is going to be a long, beautiful friendship, but it can't be that long if you die of exhaustion. Thanks. Well, I say once again, cheers. It's great to meet you, and if you need anything at all, don't hesitate to ask. I'm here to help, and I'm here to handle.